Thank you for being in my video, first of all. We're going to be practicing Dao In Qigong, which is a form, I don't know if it can be heard, which is a form of Qigong that developed through Taoist self-cultivation practice. And specifically, I've learned the lineage-based form that has been passed down through the Ni family lineage. And Dao Yin is a form of energy, movement, and awareness, where we're going to be utilizing our breath combined with fluid movement in order to conduct energy, qi, through our specific channels and our organ system, so we can both strengthen our organs and promote the free flow of any blockages. It's a really powerful practice as well for nervous system and autonomic nervous system regulation, vagal toning, and lubricating our joints and our fascia in proper structural form for mobility, posture, and healthy aging. So yeah, it will be fun. Okay, so we'll get started. And throughout the whole practice, it's not about like challenging yourself in any way. If anything's uncomfortable, please let me know. It shouldn't be painful, so don't feel the need to push yourself at all. We can modify any exercise, and I'll keep an eye on how you're doing. And it's mainly just about breath coordination and relaxation and being able to relax. So here's the practice. Okay, so we'll get started on our backs. So
should I face?
You can face me. It's just I'll just face so you can see.
Okay.
So the first move is called the Immortal Awakening from Nappy. So this is helping to symbolize like waking up and starting your day, like the transition between yang and yin, between death and life. So we're going to just begin laying on our back with our hands facing up in Wuji position, total receptivity, stillness, total yin. You can start taking some deep breaths in through your nose and out through your nose if that feels comfortable. You can feel the ground bracing your body, every part of your skull and your spine and your body holding you. Close your eyes and enter stillness. Okay, and then we're going to begin placing our fingers wherever our middle finger touches on the side of our IT band, side of our leg. We're going to lightly stimulate that acupressure point. And at the same time, we're going to inhale, draw our toes upwards and lift our head and look at our toes while we're continuously inhaling, and then exhale and relax. This is helping to awaken our yang energy and unite the Du channel in the body. Okay, we're going to inhale again and lift the toes. Look at your big toe. Exhale, release. Inhale. Exhale, release. Inhale. Exhale, release. And try to continuously inhale if you can throughout the movements, and just refrain from holding your breath anytime in the practice. Inhale again. Exhale and release. Okay, and now we're going to do it. The next one is Immortal Straightening the leg. So we're going to bring our right leg into our first leg into our chest, and just comfortably wherever it settles. And then as we inhale, we're going to begin circling our ankle 5 times in each direction. This is helping to awaken the kidney meridian starting in our foot, so we're beginning the flow of energy upwards through the body. We're also stretching our hip flexors, our gallbladder channel, and our spine through this movement. And maybe you can feel your chest opening as you press your shoulders into the ground, creating more space for breath. And when you've done your circles, you can inhale and straighten the leg slowly. You feel a slight stretch in the back of the leg.
straight up, and then we're gonna exhale and lower it slowly. And then we'll bring the other leg into the chest. Inhale. And begin circling the ankle. Just continuously breathing. Begin a new inhale and circle the other direction. And we'll inhale and straighten the leg, feeling a stretch in the hamstring. And exhale, lower. And let's do that again on each side. Inhale, knee into the chest, pressing the hips into the ground. Great. Oh, good job. Then you can begin circling the ankle. And then we'll inhale and straighten the leg and slowly lower. Other side, our last time. And maybe notice as we continue going, your hip might become more supple, or joints feel more lubricated with our breath. Just bringing chi to all these areas. And when we straighten the leg and stretch the hamstring, we're also opening up the urinary bladder channel, which runs through the back of the leg, up the spine. Just help rise energy slowly and create a smooth pathway for our chi. Okay, great. The next one is called Immortal, imitating a butterfly opening its wings. So we're gonna bring our starting knee into our chest again, and then we're gonna grasp our hands around the knee. We're gonna so you could also envision yourself maybe clenching your sphincter if you'd like squeezing, which helps to just generate chi. And we're gonna inhale and just slowly raise our face to our knee. And don't force it, however far you go is good. Inhale, and then exhale, release. We're gonna do that 3 times. Inhale. Exhale and release. Inhale. Exhale and release. Great, and then inhale and straighten again. Exhale and release. Other side. Inhale and raising your head. Exhale, release. Inhale. Exhale, release. And if you're able to keep your back on the ground a bit and then only just raise your shoulders into your head as much as possible, you might feel this pressure in the middle of your sternum. This is Ren 17, which is helpful for opening up the diaphragm. Increase our capacity for breath. Inhale and straighten the leg. Exhale, release. And we'll do that one more time. If you feels comfortable to tighten your sphincter and inhale. 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 Exhale, release. And straightening the leg. And exhaling. Okay. Other leg. Inhale. Exhale and release. Inhale. Exhale and release. Inhale. Exhale and release. Inhale and straighten the leg, and exhale, lower. Okay. And then the next one,
I'm gonna face this way for audio. The next one is gonna be called Immortal, tightening the body like a bow. So this is gonna be more spleen, stomach, and center earth element activating, because we're gonna use our core. So we're gonna begin laying flat, and then we're just going to inhale and gently raise into a V. And while we continuously inhale, reach for our toes and hold this V. And then exhale and release. So inhale. Great. And exhale, release. Yeah, that looks great. And yeah, it's not about forcing or getting to any position, just like the continuous reaching. I like to lower my shoulders and kind of lead with my chest, which I feel like helps me to get a bigger breath in. I'm just trying to breathe through the whole movement is the challenging part. Great. Okay, and then we can sit up, and now we're gonna do a bit of like an oscillating movement as we're stretching our hamstrings again. So we're gonna place our hands on our legs, and this is called Immortal, imitating a horse grazing and raising its head. So you can kind of picture a horse doing this motion. So we're gonna be elongating our neck and raising our chin at the end of this motion, and so that is gonna help us to, again, open up like the spine, the UV channel. So we're gonna exhale and lean forward, kind of graze forward, and then lift the chin. And then inhale and can kind of invert your chest and roll back up. So exhale, inhale. Yeah. Does that make sense? Exhale and elongate the neck. Inhale, tuck the chin and roll up. So exhale. And we're just rocking in the hips. Good job. Yeah. I love this because we're also like stimulating here the spleen and stomach channels. So it's really helpful for like digestion as well. And just think about lifting your chin. Perfect. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's tight.
Yeah, still tight. Okay.
It's all tight.
Like your posterior.
Yeah, all
chain.
here.
Yeah.
Here. I mean, here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like always forward bends are kind of challenging. At least seated ones.
Okay.
So yeah, like, I can stand and do like a forward bend, but yeah, the seated ones.
The seated one is hard.
Yeah.
If it feels uncomfortable too, we can place something under your knees. Would you like to try that?
It's okay.
Okay. You can
I
also.
just noticed I'm not bent. Like I mean, you can definitely bend like further down.
That's
but
okay.
That's okay.
That's okay.
It's okay.
It happens like over just like a few days, maybe you're practicing it. Showing you what I guess would be helpful to keep stretching. But no need to force it. Just meeting ourselves exactly where we're at.
Yeah.
It's perfect. Okay. Well, now we can stretch our neck a little bit more. This is called Immortal, embracing the universe. So we're going to kind of give ourselves a big hug and kind of find on your shoulder blade maybe a soft and tender depression, like in the middle of your shoulder blade. If you feel anything there, it's kind of sore. If you poke around, this is part of our small intestine channels. Help us to open up our neck and shoulders. So just hug yourself there. And then you can kind of watch first. It's a little complicated. We're going to inhale, and we're going to raise our shoulders, crunch our abs a little bit, raise our shoulders and our head off the ground. And then we're going to exhale and do a half roll with our neck downward. And then inhale and roll it back up in the same direction. Exhale and then release. And then we'll do the same thing on the other side a few times. So this is helping us to stretch our neck and our small intestine channel running through our neck and shoulders, but it's going to protect our cervical spine through the core activation as well. So inhale and raise our chin up, perfect, and then exhale and do a half roll downwards while keeping off the ground, and then inhale, roll,
back up again. Exhale and relax. Inhale. And half circle to the right. Inhale. Rolling back up. And exhale. How does that feel?
Good.
No pain.
A little cracking, but
Okay, some lubricating happening. Okay, great. Okay, inhale again. And exhale, half circle, rolling downwards. Inhale, rolling back up. Exhale, release. Inhale. Exhale, half circle. Inhale, circling back up. Exhale, release. Let's do one more time. Inhale. Exhale, half circle. Inhale, rolling back up. Exhale and release. Great. Good job. Inhale. Exhale, half circle. Rolling back up. Exhale and release. Okay. Great. Okay, and now we're going to just land our backs again. And we're going to bend our knees and place our heels on the ground, maybe 90 degrees or maybe a little bit less if you feel comfortable. You can place just your feet on the ground, but we're going to think about pressing through our heels and doing like a glute bridge kind of. It's called Immortal Lifting the Mountain. So we're going to inhale and pressing through our heels, raising our hips and feeling some points of contact, maybe are like the elbows, the shoulder blades, and the head. So we have 5 points of contact. And exhale and lower. Well, plus the heels is 7. Okay. So you can kind of advance this move as you keep practicing it. But this is also helping to, again, strengthen our kidney yang energy through our heels and bringing the yang energy up through the body. Utilizing our core and spleen and stomach to strengthen and stretch our posterior chain again too. So we're going to inhale, raising the hips, exhale and lower. Inhale, exhale and lower. Great. And then if you want to go a little bit like steeper with your lift, you can maybe think about not utilizing your elbows as much and just having your shoulder blades, your head, and your heels touching the ground at the height of your lift. So inhale, lifting a little higher. Yeah, great. Exhale and release. I love how this one stretches the back of my neck actually and my spine. Inhale. Exhale, release. And then the last step actually is having only 3 points of contact. So we would have, but you don't have to try this. You can have just the back of your head and your heels on the ground. It's helpful to just like strengthen your neck and like push straight up like this and then a little bit back down. But if you don't feel confident, it's not important to try it.
I'll try it.
Okay.
We'll see.
Okay. Okay. So yeah, I like to just it's good for your neck strength. So just go ahead and press up. Yeah, with your
Press
your
up
head.
and then like
Yeah. Yeah, great.
Okay.
That looks great. Then exhale, lower, release, and as you roll down, maybe feel a stretch.
Okay.
I sometimes feel a good stretch there. Okay. Go ahead. Amazing. And exhale, release. How does that feel?
Pretty good.
You're good? Okay.
It's good.
Awesome. Good job. Okay. She's pro. Okay, now we can sit up. So we'll begin sitting and we're going to tuck one leg into our one knee in and straighten the other one. You can face me if that feels easier so we can see each other. Something to move towards is not anything you have to force, but if it feels comfortable, you can kind of try to like place your heel in your perineum a little bit. So, and it is uncomfortable at first, maybe comes with time, but it's a good like pelvic floor exercise, which is kind of interesting. You can stimulate like Ren 1 and Do 1 in that area to help lift your pelvic floor.
Okay, so anyway, one leg straight. We're going to, this is called immortal imitating owl turning its head. So we're going to begin by placing both of our hands on our outer knee and just twisting and also turning to look as far as we can over our shoulder as we inhale. And then we're going to exhale and we're going to turn the other direction and place our hands on the outside of our leg, like right or above the knee maybe. So right now we're stretching our cervical spine and at the same time twisting to look as far as you can without forcing anything. Okay. And then we'll go back, inhale, and stretch first direction again. And then this time, as we exhale, we're going to twist and we're going to place our hands behind our knee, our outer knee, and stretch a little bit further downwards and still look over your shoulder. Great. So maybe we're feeling a thoracic spine stretch now, a little bit lower in the spine. Okay, let's inhale and again twist. Exhale and place your hands on the outside of your ankle now. So you're stretching and we're twisting and looking over that shoulder as we exhale. Feeling the stretch in our lumbar spine, even into our hips. How's that? Good. We can switch sides. On the other side, so we begin with an inhale, hands on the outside of our bent knee, twisting and inhaling deeply. And sitting up straight as we can. Also, like, so you're kind of lifting this hip. Yeah. If the bend is too much, don't worry about it. It can be wherever, so that you can keep your hips like square on the ground. Great. Yeah. And then sit up in your core, in your sit bones, and inhale. Exhale, twist, and maybe hands above the knee, and we're twisting, looking over our left shoulder. Great. And then inhale. Exhale. Hands on the outside of the knee, twisting. Inhale. And exhale. Hands on the outside of the ankle, twisting. Great. Let's tap one more time. Inhale. And twist. Looking over the shoulder. Exhale. Twist. Inhale. Great. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. I love this stretch. They're twisting my spine.
Yeah.
Twisting my neck.
Helpful.
Yeah, it really helps. It's also good for releasing tension, like all of the twisty motion. Exhale. Twists in our spine. Yeah, releasing stress, tension, maybe holding in the body, like from stress, trauma over time. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Great. Now we're going to do, we're back to our first leg. And to do immortal imitating bamboo bending in the wind. So we're going to kind of be facing our leg almost, and we're going to flex the foot, and then you can find on your foot, so I love about Dao Yin is you can stimulate different acupuncture points while you're doing the stretch to help focus energy into them. So a good one is like in between the big toe and the little toe.
I don't think I'm going to
On the
reach
top
that
of your
far.
foot? No?
Oh,
Okay. Maybe.
Not quite.
Maybe? Okay, that's okay. You can. And you can also try to reach for the sole of your foot, but that's okay if you can't. No, maybe not yet. That's okay.
Yes. Maybe, sort of. No.
Sort of? Okay, that's okay. Just wherever is comfortable for you. So we'll begin with an inhale and raising the head, and then exhale and lowering the chin, however much is comfortable. That's great. Yeah. Okay, inhale. Exhale, lower. And inhale. Exhale and lower.
Good. This is not. I'm not flexible in general. In general, like it's a lifelong thing.
That's okay. That's okay. No, it's all with time. About forcing it or needing to be to reach any
No,
certain
I'm okay with it. I'm like I just know where. Yeah.
This is what
As
feels
far
good.
as I can go.
Yeah, we have such long legs too, so I'm sure it's like hard to stretch.
Maybe that's it.
That
I
way.
don't know.
Yeah. Okay.
Sure, we'll say that's what it is.
Okay. Inhale and lower the head, stretch. Okay, great. Inhale and lower the head. Inhale and lower. And now we can switch legs again. This is called Immortal Imitating the Sea Lion, raising its head. So this is going to be more of like a lateral side stretch. Great for tension, like liver tension, like we were talking about, anything like that. Because the liver channel runs through here. So placing one hand, if you can reach the foot, if you like, you can hold your foot, but if not, you can just hold your ankle or your shin, wherever's comfortable. We're going to take the opposite hand and we're going to raise it over our head and try to keep the body facing forward. Perfect, how you are. And just stretching, reaching for our toe. Great. So let's inhale. And again. And exhale. That's great. Okay. And that's an important one not to force either, because you could really hurt yourself. It's meeting ourselves exactly where we're at today. Again, inhaling and reaching over the head, keeping the chest open. Great. Yeah. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Everything's okay.
Yeah.
Switch back to the other side. This is called Immortal Imitating a Blue Jay Looking Behind. So now we're gonna also kind of reach for our foot the best we can, if you can reach it, or wherever feels comfortable. Your shin, okay, great. So we're gonna begin, the first movement is gonna be kind of facing our leg, and we're gonna exhale and we're gonna bend, bringing our chin towards our nose, towards our knee. And then we're gonna sit up. And we're going to, you can kind of watch it go out. We're going to place our hand on our leg and create like this like right angle with our elbow. And then grasping our foot or our ankle, wherever's comfortable, we're going to turn to look in through our elbow, looking under our elbow. At the same time, turning this foot inwards like this, so that we can kind of get a diagonal stretch in our inner thigh as well. So the first movement is sitting up and then exhaling and bending towards our knee. Great. And inhale, raising up. Exhale and turning the leg inwards. Great. Yeah, perfect. Inhale. And bending towards our knee. Inhale. And turning the foot inwards. Look under our elbow. Bending to face our knee. Inhale. And turning our foot inwards, looking through our elbow. And bend towards our knee. Inhale. And turning our leg inwards.
like a full body movement. So we're gonna move through a few movements. I can show you first, and then we
Okay.
can do it together. I think so. First, we're just gonna move through child's pose and up dog position like this, and we'll do that a few times with our breath. And then the second stage is we're going to be on our elbows, and we'll be kind of in this like low plank, just bringing ourselves into this dolphin position, stretching our chest, and then coming into plank. And we'll do that a few times. We'll be continuously moving, so we won't be like holding anything. And the last one is the lazy tiger stretching. So we're going to do like a bit of a downward dog, and then we're going to just like kind of undulate and roll our body through like almost a chaturanga, where we bend our elbows, we bring our chest to the ground, and then we come into up dog, and then we're gonna bend our elbows, bend our knees, and push ourselves backwards again into downward dog. And we'll do that a few times. And it looks harder than it is. But we get to kind of go through this like...
Yeah, if you don't think too much about it, maybe it'll go a little better.
Exactly,
Yeah.
This like wave-like
And
motion.
when I start to think too much about it, then that's usually when it goes wrong.
Okay, I see. So we'll just copy and not think about the, explaining how to do it. Okay, thank you, that's helpful.
No, I mean, no, just me. That's how I operate, but I don't know, probably other people are different.
Visual learning, yeah. Just watching. Okay, so we're gonna inhale and exhale here. And inhale and come forward into our lowered up dog. Exhale. Inhale. Moving forward. Great. Okay. Now let's go to our elbows and place our feet, our toes on the ground. And we'll go into our little plank, and then exhale, pressing our shoulders through, our chest through our shoulders. Great. Inhale and coming down into plank. Great.
Oh, inhale.
That's okay. That's okay, as long as you're breathing. Exhale. Inhale. And think about, squeezing your core a little bit. Don't let your back arch. Great. Okay. Exhale. Push. Inhale. Come forward one more time. Great. Okay. And then let's come onto our hands. And we'll go into our downward dog. It's the biggest version of our motion. Downward dog, and then let's bend our arms and chaturanga forward into our up dog. Amazing. You can kind of look up if that feels good. Okay, inhale, pressing backwards. Okay, exhale. Yeah, that looks great. Okay, inhale, and kind of bending and trying to get your chest as close to the ground as you can when you do that. That looks great. Inhale. Yeah. And pushing. Okay. Amazing. Okay, now let's bring one leg forward. It's almost like a pigeon pose. This is called Immortal, imitating the peacock, looking at his feathers. So if this feels comfortable, again, you can try to place your heel in your perineum, and your run one area, just to stimulate the pelvic floor. Only if it feels comfortable. We're gonna place one hand on either side of the knee, and then we're going to take an inhale and stretch upwards facing center, and then we're gonna exhale, and we're gonna turn to look at our ankle, and try to look at your ankle bone if you can. Just like directing your energy towards your inner ankle bone. Yeah, it looks great. You can kind of bend your elbows and get closer to your knee while you twist if that feels comfortable. Okay, now let's inhale and exhale, twist the other direction. Now looking at our outer ankle bone. Great. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Great. Okay. And now let's switch legs. Inhale and straighten. Exhale and twisting. bending towards our knee and looking at our outer ankle bone. Inhaling. Exhale, looking at our inner ankle bone. So this one's powerful because through directing our energy through our eyes at a specific point, like next to these ankle bones, we're actually sending chi into them and like stimulating each of them. And it kind of teaches like the power of our attention, which I think is really interesting. Inhale and exhale. Looking at your ankle bone. This is bladder 60. This is helping to like open up the low back and strengthen the low back and knees. Inhale, exhale, looking at our inner ankle bone. This is really close to kidney 3, so also strengthening our knees through our kidneys and our low back as well, and our willpower, actually. Lower. Inhale. Exhale. And the kidney is the root of all life and the source of our chi in the body, our essence in the body. Okay, great. Now from here, we're gonna bend in our back leg like this. So we'll come into just like sitting, great. And this is called the immortal stretching well. So we can again kind of grasp behind our ankle bone if we'd like in here, and this like soft space between the ankle bone and the Achilles.
Here?
Yeah, that's
Okay.
kidney 3 right there. So if you want to like wrap your hand around your ankle and maybe place your thumb over kidney 3, and in the back, we're gonna also wrap around our ankle. We're also stimulating some points back there. So we're gonna inhale and we're gonna sit up, and then we're gonna bend forward towards our back knee like this, and then we're going to do a little rotation, like, and holding onto our legs, we're gonna allow our upper body to rotate and open like this, and get in like a twisting motion, circular motion, opening up the whole cervical spine, and also like the Chong and Dai Mai are some extraordinary vessels. It's really great for releasing tension in our pelvic region everywhere. Okay, and inhale. Bend forward, rotate in a circle, grasping our ankles, allowing our head to roll backward.
I'm about to fall out.
Oh no!
I think I'm doing too far back.
Yeah, maybe it's kind of like a balancing act, like
Yeah.
holding onto the front leg as it holds
Yeah.
you down, but then not overdoing the rotation.
Yeah.
Okay, coming back down. Okay, I'll watch you twist. Yeah, great. And then bending down again. Yeah. I always feel this opening my hips so much.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Great. Okay. Now let's do the other side. So we'll bring our other knee in front and bending the back knee behind us. And find kidney 3 again if you want, between the ankle bone and the Achilles, and then grasp around your whole ankle and grasp your back angle as well. Okay, we're gonna inhale and then exhale, leaning towards our back leg, looking forward to our back leg. Great, getting the circular rotation. Amazing, circling our head backward. That looks great. Oh my gosh, you're a natural. And exhale. Yeah, there's like an extraordinary vessel that wraps around our ovaries or uterus and like our hips and our lower intestines there. And it's actually, yeah, great for just clearing out any stress, anything kind of burdening us, we might be holding on to in our pelvic floor region. move into our last exercise. This is immortal pulling. Yeah, pulling the bowstring. Okay, so we're gonna lay on our tummies now, and with our chins on the mat, we're gonna just find on our low back, like right above our hips, our kidneys. We're gonna just massage them, go in like small circular motions, and just give them some warmth and some love. It's great for just nourishing our energy. Our kidneys are our root of life. They love warmth. Okay. And then we're going to place our hands at our sides, kind of, and we're going to just inhale and tighten our spines and raise up in this like Superman motion. Great. Exhale, release. Inhale. Exhale, release. Inhale. Exhale, release. Maybe feeling our shoulders pulling back, opening up confidence and strength. Exhale, release. Okay, great. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
That's the whole practice.
Thank you.
Well, it could go into meditation, but